Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's Oil Rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Residents of AKUGHA West local government area in Abia State, particularly those in Azumini and Ohambele communities, have applauded the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC for the ongoing reconstruction of the critical Obehi Azumini Etim Ekpo Road. Some residents who spoke to our correspondent during a visit to the project site said the road, which connects their communities to neighboring Akwa Ibom State, had long been a nightmare to commuters due to its dilapidated state. They noted that NDDC's intervention has already made a significant impact, especially in reducing the rate of accidents that were previously common on the route.
Apart from building new roads and bridges to connect communities in Nigeria's oil-rich region, the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC is also fixing old and worn-out roads to make them easier to use. Just last week, our team visited one of these roads currently undergoing repairs by the NDDC, which is the Okekpe-Akpete Azumini Road, which links Abia and Akwa Ibom states. Work is ongoing at several failed sections, including the Azumini Bridge, Azumini Roundabout, Ohambele Roundabout, Ohambele Bypass, and Obehe Roundabout. During our visit, residents revealed how the repairs had already made a big difference, especially in reducing accidents that used to happen frequently due to the poor state of the road.
We appreciate NDDC. It's a welcome development, and we need them to help us make the road to be more better. The one they have done is a welcome development. It's a good one because we have been suffering.
Before, the road was very bad and we have been struggling. So I thank the NDDC for their help and support. We like what they are doing. It's better for, like, as we are passing to our farm, do many things, at least make everything easy for us.
The Okekpe-Akpete Azumini Road was awarded for repairs last year, shortly after the NDDC completed and commissioned the 9-kilometer Obehe Okekpe Road in AKUGHA West local government area of Abia State. Before the intervention, the poor condition of the Obehe Azumini Etim Ekpo Road was a major concern to residents. Travel time was unnecessarily long, and the road became a dangerous zone for criminals and armed robbers. Now, with work in progress, the people say the NDDC's timely intervention has brought them relief and renewed hope for safer and more accessible transportation.
It's a good job. It will be of a great benefit to us here in Azumini, Abia State, and also our neighboring state, Akwa Ibom. But people do travel from Akwa Ibom through here to Port Harcourt and through here to Aba. So it will be of a great benefit to us.
Before, the road was very bad. It was not movable. No way. There is no way you can be able to pass. So many things were happening. Even some accidents were occurring on the road. But as now, we are very happy that they are working the road, and we are thankful to NDDC. They should keep on the good work that they are doing.
The people are also calling on the Commission to ensure that the ongoing work, which is already at an advanced stage, is completed as soon as possible so they can fully enjoy the benefits of using the road.
If the road should be completed, at least We've been suffering in our area here, so I think there's much profit from it, that we enjoy the road. At least no accidents or car or machine spoiling on the road.
That dual carriage that are working from Azumini side to Akwa Ibom, they should continue it that way, because this side, it does not have a, as you can see, there's no dual carriage.
This is just one of many projects the NDDC is currently executing in the state. Others include the construction of the Uzoku-Owaza-Igruta Road, which will link Abia State to Rivers State, and the Obohia-Ohanku-Aba Road, with a spur connecting Ohambele to Obiaku, which when completed will connect Abia Town to Ukwa West in Abia State.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Bayelsa State Governor Senator Doyediri says his administration is committed to initiating and implementing educational policies and programs that will transform the sector and set a benchmark in Nigeria and beyond. He said the goal is to expand the frontiers of learning until Bayelsa becomes a global hub for educational tourism and investment. Governor Diri made the remark while receiving the Minister of State for Education from the Central African Republic, Aurelien Simplice Zingas, who led a delegation to Bayelsa to understudy the state's innovative technology-driven primary school education program.
In 2023, the Bayelsa State Government launched the Bayelsa Promoting Reform in Education program, which is also known as Bayelsa Prime, to promote and modernize education in the state. This was conceived to implement teaching methodologies that focus on the needs and potentials of pupils, encouraging critical thinking, creativity, and problem-solving skills involving both teachers and parents or guardians. While the initiative is already yielding positive results, with more students in the state excelling in national examinations, this has also caught the attention of many, like the Minister of State for Education of the Central African Republic, Mr. Aurelien Simplice Zingas, who led a team last week to Bayelsa State to understudy the program with a view to adopting a similar model in his home country.
We are here thanks to New Globe Education, who has started the program in Central African Republic in January this year, 2025. And we came to learn from what they are doing here, and especially in the state of Bayelsa. Because we understood that you are ahead of us, because it has started here 2 years ago. But I would also like, as the member of government, to leverage on that opportunity to invite our fellow brothers from Nigeria, the private sector, to go and invest in the Central African Republic, where there is almost unlimited possibilities, opportunities, and there is also a strong Nigerian community in the Central African Republic.
Deputy Governor Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, who received the team on behalf of his principal, Senator Doyediri, was happy that the state investment in the education sector are indeed yielding tangible results. Senator Erujakpo noted that the administration will continue to expand the frontiers of learning until Bayelsa becomes a global hub for educational tourism and investment.
We are quite elated and happy that Bayelsa was chosen as your place for this study tour. We are happy that the little efforts we are making here have been appreciated by both Nigerians and Africans, and we believe that even the international community will soon appreciate what we are doing. And so here, education is our #1 priority. Since the assumption of this government, we have made a lot of progress with the Prime program, because our education indices have improved tremendously.
He also assured the visiting minister and his delegation that the state remains open to exploring partnership opportunities with the Central African Republic that will be mutually beneficial.
You have talked about investments, and so we'll encourage him to invest here in Bayelsa. We have land, we have industries. Whichever one he wants to invest, he can tell me. We also have social investments as well.
For his part, the State Commissioner for Education, Dr. Gentle Emela, who was also at the meeting, highlighted the success of the Bayelsa Prime model and its transformative impact on teaching and learning across state-owned primary schools.
Bayelsa Prime has recorded a lot of achievement, covering the total of about 215 schools. And it has made teaching easier for the teachers. It has made monitoring and management of the school system easier for administrators. Today, if you are there in the office, you would have seen the situation room where you can monitor each school. Any school you want to monitor, you can stay in the comfort of the office and see what is happening in the schools. Today, our children are speak with boldness. Our children are becoming more self-reliant based on what they are learning.
Bayelsa Prime is one of Governor Doyetiri's strategic initiatives to position education as a cornerstone for the state development by ensuring that students receive quality training that will equip them for future.
Inside the Niger Delta.
While a number of issues continue to hamper the effectiveness and smooth operations of Nigeria's foremost intervention agency, the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), a former board member and traditional ruler of Asa Kingdom in Ohaji-Egbema local government area of Imo State, His Royal Highness Eze Emmanuel Aso has raised concerns over the persistent delays in the release of statutory funds for the commission by both the federal government and international oil companies. Eze Aso warned that unless this funding gap is urgently addressed, it will continue to weaken the Commission's capacity to deliver on its mandate to the people of the Niger Delta. The monarch was speaking during a recent interview with Inside the Niger Delta, preparatory to the commencement of celebrations as the Commission approaches its 25th anniversary since its establishment in the year 2000.
His Royal Majesty Eze Emmanuel Aso is the current traditional ruler of Asa Kingdom in Ohaji-Egbema local government area of Imo State. He doubles as the chairman of the Ohaji-Egbema Council of Traditional Rulers. Between 2003 and 2005, he represented Imo State on the governing board of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC), where he actively participated in conceiving, planning and executing projects in sectors like transportation, health, education and more. He is indeed one of the early handlers of the commission, which was established back in 2000 to facilitate sustainable peace and development across largely underserved communities in the country's treasure belt. As the Commission looks forward to its 25th year mark since inception, we had a chat with His Royal Highness Eze Emmanuel Aso, who outlined some of the major achievements and impactful strides of the NDDC during his time on the board.
You know, foundation of everything relies on the plan. We had master plan, and that master plan was a very big achievement to the Commission. We have laid a foundation, and that foundation is to see that from the master plan, we exactly move into projects of priority to our area, considering how deteriorated the environment was before we came in. The environment was nothing to write home about before the law that passed the, before the law that established NDDC, the law 2000. So by the time we came in, we now said, okay, starting from nowhere, let's start from somewhere. That somewhere is, what do we do? The first board came with a little of that master plan. We came in and pursued it and make sure we actualized it and moved into critical projects. Moved from state to state, knowing exactly what those states needs, those states, from one state to the other, getting the governments to know, to tell us what they needed, which they did. From there, we now picked the priority, some of the priority projects we embarked on. At the end of the day, we still did our best to see that we did some of the things our people will say, yes, you people are doing well. So some we are sent on some people from the Niger Delta region, some of our children we are sent on skill acquisition. So we are moved into other programs that will make the children come out from the creeks. because it was not easy then. Everywhere was just full of kidnap and all that. The oil workers, some relocated from here to Lagos. So we did all we could to see that they come back, and we achieved that.
The monarch, however, expressed concern over the continued delay in funding from both the federal government and international oil companies, who are mandated to contribute 3% of their annual operating expenses to the commission. He warned that if this issue is not addressed, it will continue to undermine the effectiveness of the intervention agency.
For any establishment to be successful, it has to do with funding. They have to look at the funding and make it such a way that it has to be deduction at source. From source. You deduct it from there. The oil companies, whoever that is monitoring the finances of the oil companies, their budget and all that, should also see that whatever, the moment that their budget comes, they deduct there and pay into the account of NDDC. And the moment they pay it, then leave the management. They know what to do. There won't be this story of abandoning projects to be a thing of the past. At the time, we even what do we call them? What do we call this our TRUMCON? We took federal government to court because of funding, poor funding. They were owing us heavily. We took federal government to court. When we took federal government to court, some elder statesmen intervened, called us to withdraw the matter, let's settle out of court, which is still lingering till today. So we are saying federal government should at least beef up their finances to NDDC.
Speaking further, he commended the current board and management of the NDDC for maintaining a good and cordial working relationship since it was constituted in August 2023. The monarch, who described the team as focused and united in purpose, is confident that this continuing collaboration and understanding will achieve even greater impact across the Niger Delta. Aside from the unity of purpose being displayed, he also hailed the bottom-up approach the Commission is adopting by actively engaging communities and stakeholders from across the region in its policy formulation.
We interact with the MD and the management. They consult us. We tell them, do this, which they do. And when they do it, if you can see, they're a bit relative peace, unlike before.
Inside the Niger Delta. NDDC at 25. A journey of holistic and sustainable development across communities in Nigeria's oil-rich region. The path has been uneasy, but the mission remains unchanged, transforming communities, impacting lives and building hope. Here is a new era of making a difference by forging partnerships for a peaceful and prosperous Niger Delta under the Renewed Hope initiative of President Bola Tinubu.
Community development is a matter very close to my heart. Oboku, the MD of NDDC, is doing a good job. Encourage him to achieve more.
NDDC, 25 years of making a difference. AKUGHA Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. AKUGHA Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development. For 2.5 decades, the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has been at the forefront of peace building and development across Nigeria's oil-rich region. As the foremost interventionist agency in Nigeria celebrates these 25 years of making a difference, Inside the Niger Delta with MAMODE AKUGHA is proud to bring you a special video contest tagged The NDDC Study in My Community for residents or indigents of any of the 9 NDDC mandate states. All you need to do is to first follow us on our YouTube page at NDN TV Nigeria. Then shoot a 1 to 3 minute video of an NDDC project in your community, whether it is completed, ongoing or stalled. Your video must clearly show the project and its location, including your community, local government area and state. A visible project signpost if available. And of course, you sharing the impacts of the projects in question. Let the world see the NDDC through your eyes. Show us the change or the challenges. At the end of the contest, the best story wins a grand prize of 1 million naira. Second place takes home 750,000 naira, and third place will walk away with 500,000 naira. And that's not all. Selected videos will be featured on Inside the Niger Delta across TV and digital platforms, giving your community the spotlight it deserves. Submissions open from May 6 to July 6, 2025. To enter, simply visit our website at www.ndntv.com.ng. Click on #MyNDDCStory and follow the instructions. Now it's time for you, the people of the Niger Delta, to tell the NDDC story in your community from your unique experience. NDDC, 25 years of making a difference.
Governor Sheriff Oborewori of Delta State has promised that his administration will continue to collaborate with and support all security formations and outfits domiciled in the state to ensure the safety and protection of lives and property. The governor, who maintained that the peace and security of the state remains one of the cardinal focus of his administration, made this known last week when he received the 2025 Senior Course 47 of the Armed Forces Commandant Staff College Jaji at the Government House in Asaba.
Delta State, like many other states in the Niger Delta, has suffered from peace and security challenges such as youth restiveness, kidnapping, armed robbery, and pipeline vandalism, amongst others. It's against this background that Governor Sheriff Oborewori, even before becoming the governor of the state, included as one of his key priorities the maintenance and enhancement of peace and security, which is adequately captured in his social contract with the people, otherwise known as the MORE agenda. Since becoming governor of the state, he has demonstrated his commitment to peace and security in the state through efforts such as the donation of 60 operational vehicles and surveillance equipment to security outfits like the police, army, navy, and air force. His administration has also rebranded and strengthened the special task force known as Operation Delta Sweep to better address security threats in the state. In addition, the governor intensified community policing by setting up the Delta Waterways and Land Security Committee, which includes community leaders, stakeholders, and youths tasked with gathering and sharing vital security information with relevant agencies. Speaking to the team of military officers who visited him recently, Governor Oborewori restated the commitment of his administration to working closely with security agencies to keep lives and property safe across the state.
The state recognized the importance of intelligence gathering in security management and has created a number of offices to coordinate this aspect. Government has continued to collaborate with the federal government in providing logistics support to the police force, army, navy, Air Force, and others in fighting crimes and criminality.
Understanding that security is also about providing opportunities, the administration has launched youth empowerment programs, vocational training, and small business grants to meaningfully engage youths rather than allow them to gravitate towards crime and criminality. Oborewori, speaking further, outlined some of the successes of these initiatives.
Towards the overall development of the state, this administration came up with a MORE agenda as pathway towards achieving meaningful and sustainable development with a core mandate of security and social stability. And that's why you see that since we came in, there has not been attack on oil installations because there's a good working relationship with the host communities and all the stakeholders.
Meanwhile, Some Deltans who spoke to our correspondents share how the several initiatives of the Oboreori-led administration are reviving socio-economic activities and impacting the overall quality of life of the people in the state.
The administration of our government, Oboreori, is fabulous, everything that has to do with loss because it's a developer.
What we have seen for about 2 years that he have reigned in Delta State, Post Supreme, the guy has been able to put a lot of projects in place, and the man has not borrowed 1 naira. You know, I can tell you that even his predecessor, who has borrowed a lot of money to do project and all that, they call him a roadmaster and all that, this guy has been able to surpass him for a period of 2 years.
Indeed, Governor Oboreori is keeping faith with his promises of creating a secure and business-friendly environment in the state and prioritizing peace and safety of lives and property in the oil-rich state.
Inside the Niger Delta. Join award-winning ace broadcaster MAMODE Felix AKUGHA on Inside the Niger Delta on the following radio stations weekly. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region.
Well, that's where we draw the curtain on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles shown right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA, thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.